Hello everybody! Welcome back to Sara's Abstract Expressions. I'm Sara. If you're new here, please subscribe. Subscriptions are always nice. Hit the bell so you know when my videos are being released. I try to release every day. Today I'm going to show you how I mix my paints. Provided I buy different kinds of paints, I'm going to show you the difference between, well, this paint and this paint. Okay, so we'll start with the easier of the two. So I'm essentially mixing this by eye. This is Floetrol. Probably doesn't need to be mixed that much considering just mixed it not too long ago. And try to do like equal paint, equal Floetrol kind of. And then you can just mix it slowly. You'll know you're doing it right because the paint starts coming up through the bottom. You know I'm not saying much, there just really isn't much to say. So you try to mix it so there's no clumps of raw paint or white of the Floetrol left. And then you get a bunch on your stick and let it gloop off until you get your desired consistency. In this case, it needs a little bit of water. Not as runny as I want it to be. Added like maybe 5 drops of water. There we go. Paint number 1. Done. This paint is very different in consistency, to say the least. Okay. No! Fail. I meant to do that. Don't do that. It's on the list of don'ts in this. Just... As you can see, this paint is a lot thicker than the last stuff. Normally, I don't do this. Jeff does. So you know you have your desired consistency when the paint, when it runs off the stick, it forms mounds, but they dissipate almost instantly. So you can see how the mounds stay with this paint right now, and with this one they don't. They just kind of fade back into the paint. That's when you know you have the right consistency for, well, pour painting. This paint still needs work. And when you're mixing the paint, try doing like when you're mixing soup, you're like trying to get the bottom stuff up. Once you get that done mostly, you can start actually stirring it. But if you're stirring it in an old cup like this, just avoid scraping the sides at all costs, otherwise you're going to have nasty chunks in your paint. Paint chunk. I'll go for a little bit more. Oh, needs a little bit more water. Got paint on myself somehow. What else is new? There we go. And once again, the paint forms a little mountain and then dissipates back to where it came from. So, now that I've showed you how I've mixed these, I figured I should probably do a pour with them. So, without further ado, I'll get into that. Also, just a little side note when it comes to mixing the Floetrol into these. Make sure you're not whipping the living schniz out of your paint to incorporate a million little air bubbles, because those will not help you in this at all. And then you'll have to wait forever for your paint to, well, dissipate all that air for it to be usable again. So be gentle with it, please. So after I stopped recording, I was informed by my supervisor, if you would, that my paint was too thick. You saw it then, this is it now. Okay, now I'm actually gonna start the painting.